Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Hope you'll put up a fight.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Grabs him. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Life lead opens up. KO! Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks him with a projectile. Throws him. What's next? Kill rush! Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Both fighters planning something? Player one will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen here? Looking to impress with this super. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Will we see a drive in? Not much life difference. Big throws. Looking for a chance. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Connects with the throw. We're betting it all on the drive rush. A real test of nerves here. Changes the pace with the fireball. What are they gonna do? This is gonna hurt. This is a critical moment. Okay, here we go. Rushes in. 20 seconds left on the clock. Feel that pressure. They're running out of the what a finish. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Decides to go in with the target combo. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. A comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. KO! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Ghoul gain control of the match in the early going. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Hits them with a stopping block. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Both fighters planning something? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. The impact doesn't do anything. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Oh, says no to the impact. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Will we see a drive in? Oh, here we go. Excellent block. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. The drive impact doesn't work. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Oh, they hit the drive. Gotta do better than that. Impact squash. Pumps the brakes on the impact. What a finish. Player two brings it home. Let's see see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Tons of drive and help to work with. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Knockdown. That drive impact doesn't get through. Next hit will end the round, and that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Peppers them with a psycho flip. They were expecting that drive impact. Ooh, hits them with a stop and drop. A parry? They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Hits them with a 1-2-3. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Getting that extra juicer with Kagero no Mai. What'll happen here? The throw missed. Digs in deep to get that drive. KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matchups.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Shoots off a fireball up close. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Big counter! What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The super armor does its job. Burnout is triggered. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2.
Projectile to try and change the situation. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Drive gauge gap here. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Hits them with a stopping block. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Zones with the KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Are these two gonna fight forever? The impact gets blocked. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Checks with a projectile. Who's gonna make a move? Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Stands firm and blocks the driver. Takes the chance to hurt him. Grabs him. Just takes a big gamble and whips out a raw super. Throws him to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Taking stock. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 creates a good... There's a wall splash. He can't do anything now. Knockdown and breaks the block with a throw. Looking for a chance. This is gonna be bad news. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Hit them with a stop and pop. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the corner. Clean hit with the side spin up. A quick breather. KO! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this fight. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Both fighters look to cross that off. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Gets the counter hit. Things are big. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Punish counter sets the table. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Looking to follow all the throw connects. Oh, drive rush. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They didn't take the throw. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Zones with the fireball. Charges forward. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Takes a trip. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Fireball from very long range. What's next? Down to the 1 KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fight!
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Covers them with a cycle blitz. Combo with the target combo. Hit them with a 1-2-3. No way! Ryu Enbu lights them up. Grabs and throws them away. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save it. Drive rush to keep it going. Still scrapping for control of the space. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Catching the perfect fireball range. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Box him with a target combo. Player 2 has the life lead. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. The super armor does its job. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Life lead opens up. The grab misses. Okay, experiencing burnout. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Quick breather. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. The quarter makes it hard to KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Combo with the target combo. Hit them with a stop and pop. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? The drive impact is denied. A drive impact could end it all here. Zones with the fireball. Misses the grab. Blocks the impact. Player one will need to use their meter here wisely. Excellent block! So little life left. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. In there! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round one. Fight.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shoots off a fireball up close. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Each hit is so important here. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player, were they baiting them into that? KO! Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Big counter. Dashes. Super on deck. It's a good spot to use the super. Brushes that off and keeps going. Nice parry. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Ryu lights him up. Smart play connects with the throw. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. What a finish! Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. The combo's there. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Takes a trip. The super armor does its job. Shoots off a fireball up close. Sticks the jump in. Knockdown. Player two creates a good corner. Gets him. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Hammers them with a Psycho Blitz. Big throws. Will Reese springs forward with the drive rush. Player two needs to use the threat of the drive rush to keep it going. Hits them with a 1-2-3. Takes in the throw. Player two took no time to finish that fight. Oh, they haven't gotten their fill just yet. We're running it back. Shoots off a fireball up close. Sticks the jump in. Decides to go in with the target combo. Bops him with a target combo. The super armor does its job. Can't tech the throw? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player two is going to have a down to the wire. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Knife lead opens up. Throws him. What's next? Toggles in. Takes a trip. Will repeats it up with a combo interest gets him. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Who's going to start things off? The super armor does its job. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Digs in deep to get that drive in. A parry? This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Quick springs forward with the drive rush. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Oh, says no to the impact. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Hits the drive. Mine takes out the trap. The Troll says, what a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Next, the counter. A trade. Now what? Both absolutely refusing to give up. Hits that with confidence. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Amazing. Player to impact. Squash. Excellent block. Closes in. What are they gonna do? There's a drive impact. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Wall splat into the card break. Player one can't. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Who are they swinging at? Did we see a drive? No hesitation or regret. Hits them with the 10S cubby. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. It is over. Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.